Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? This is Easy, Easy Things to Draw. Hopefully, you guys are having fun and a cool day and all that stuff. Today, I kind of go over how to draw a nose in charcoal. This is Intro to Charcoal. This is a series that I started a long time ago, but I didn't really continue it. So now this is a continuation. Last time I went over an eye. If you want to see that other video, I'm going to post it below. I don't think there are some things I went over in that I might not go over here. First off, I'm going to show you the charcoal pencil I'm going to be using. We're going to talk about the tools, and then we're going to go over a nose. There are videos on how to draw a nose, so I'm going to talk about some more specifics using charcoal to draw the nose, really. So this is a Derwent Charcoal Dark. Derwent. It's a charcoal pencil. I don't like Vine charcoal at all. I think it's poo-poo. I almost want to make a video talking smack about it. I really hate Vine charcoal. I don't get why people use it. Yeah, maybe I'll make a video one day and talk about why I hate Vine charcoal, but it's a huge, crazy mess. This is a crazy mess as well, but not as much because, you can grab the wood part of the pencil. In terms of how to sharpen the charcoal pencil, you can just use it as is. I like to kind of whittle it back with a razor blade, and I like to cut it all the way back like it's a long pencil. You can do that. If you want a whole video on how I sharpen, I'll do that at some point. Just let me know in the comments if you want me to do that. If not, you just grab a razor and you do that, and then you grab some sandpaper, and then you sand the actual lead of the pencil. I don't really want to do that right now. I don't think it's necessary per se, but and I'm going to be using this kneaded eraser, which is, oh man, this is used. Oh man. But it's my favorite kind of eraser for everything. I think for charcoal, it's pretty much necessary. Paper-wise, I'm going to continue to use my, this computer paper. Generally, for charcoal, you should use soft newsprint. That would be the best way to do it. Rough newsprint, smooth newsprint. Rough newsprint tends to look like toilet paper. It tends to look bad. But it's smooth newsprint. But like I said, right now, I'm just going to use this computer paper. It's okay, it'll do the job. So when I'm drawing things, I tend to draw from the elbow or arm. I'm pulling my. If we're gonna go over that, let's just go over some basics before I go into the nose. So if I'm going down here, it's a very large area. Very large area. It's a little bit rough right there because of the paper. You can use your finger a little bit, but it's going to come off instantly on your finger. It's not like graphite. Graphite will come off on your finger, but it's not as bad. This is like, you might as well be doing a thumbprint, That has a little bit. Be careful about the oil of your hand getting on this. That's a really big thing. The oil from your hand will get on the paper, and it will kind of absorb into it, and it will kind of give this funky texture. Artist problems, And if you want to put like a, harder line, go a little bit more on the tip and push down a little bit harder. Be careful though, because charcoal breaks much easier than graphite, especially when it's this extended this long. So another thing about using, I would say you can go down like this if you want. Just use it like a regular charcoal pencil. It's up to you. It's up to you. I'll go over both ways. I want to go over the features of the face, then I'll go over a portrait itself. I might use a different piece of paper for the portrait in general, but this is what I'm going to do through the series. Right. Today we're just going to go over the nose. So let's go over how I normally do the nose. I'm going to go down with a soft part. Oh, one last thing. Let me grab this other piece of paper for this. So the three edges you have to remember the most, and this is like an all drawing I pretty much do, right? Would be the soft edge. Oops. I'm going to show it on this paper because I'm going to use it up. Soft. Firm. Just a little bit firmer. A little bit like more focused, right? And then hard. Just straight up line, as liney as you can get. These are hard lines. So like I said, soft, firm, hard. That's pretty much those three. If you remember those three, that's going to be such a big deal. Just to kind of remember that. So right now I'm going in with soft, and the reason I'm going with soft is, one big reason is I want to be able to erase it. And when I say edge, I mean the edges of the shadow, by the way. So I'm going in, kind of extending downward, that sloping part of the bridge of the nose. Obviously right now it's just this unfocused thing. Going over here to the edge, which is the kind of the ball of the nose. Going back kind of underneath where the nose causes a cast shadow. And then right here toward the the wing of the nostril. So this is all soft. The reason I do that is, like I said, so I can move it around if I want. I'm going to go in with a harder edge. So I'm going to go more on the tip. And I'm going to go with a firm right here. The reason I'm going to do that is because the shadows, the light is coming from, I would say, the above downward, right? Is that even coming on camera? Yeah, above downward. And so it's going to cause some light to hit the top part of the nose, but not the bottom part. So you need to show that change in plane, right? From the top to the bottom. And right over here to the wing of the nostril. And we're controlling how dark we take things, right? And the things are not too dark. They are dark right here, but not too dark toward the center. I'm going to go right here, draw a line, a darker line. I'm going to try to connect that. Not totally connect it, but I'm going to show that it might connect to the bottom, to the the top of the lip, just by showing that little line. And you're controlling your darks, right? Because you're working within shadow right now. I'm going to make it a little bit darker there. Pull a sharp edge over here. See where the edge of the nose ends over there on the side? I'm going to go in with the eraser, and I'm going to first of all squish the eraser around so you can manipulate the shape of your eraser. I want a little edge. I want to squish that into a little edge, right? And I want to carve out that edge, that side of the nose. Again, we're working in shadow right here. I need the nostril to show up, right? So I'm going to be putting a dark there. Don't go too dark. Like I said, the minute you put something too dark, you're going to have to bring everything up a level. You need to change it around. And then see that nostril right there? It doesn't have to be the whole. It has to be kind of like the top portion. See, is going to be firm. Hopefully you can see this. Top portion is going to be much more firm, almost hard right here, because that's the edge of the nostril there. And it's going to go down into some shadow. It's going to fade away as it kind of comes to the upper lip. See, like over here is going to be very soft. Let me know if you have any questions, by the way. I know some people sometimes get lost around this portion of it. Just shoot me a message and I can maybe go over like a follow-up video or something. Maybe like nose part 2, or I can just talk about it in the next section when we go over the features. I'm going to go up to the top right here with the eraser, and I'm going to try to carve out that edge as well. But I'm not going to draw a hard line at the top. I'm going to go with my finger over here and just kind of mush it around. I don't like soft. That's another thing I don't like. I don't like those little blenders. I think they're weird and unnecessary, but that's just my opinion. Okay, so there's this thing called halftone. Halftone is kind of like, see how this is pure white at the top? You don't want it to be pure white. You need to be able to use a highlight. So I'm going to use my finger and smooth out these edges and pull them up here, almost using my finger as like a tool. Right? And I have to be careful because I talked about the oil from the natural oil from the hand doing it. So I have like a small window right here where before it just becomes too much. I'm moving it up there. Be careful, careful, careful. And I'm even gonna throw in like right here. I'm gonna throw in real small. I need a little bit of. They call that halftone, by the way, where it's not in shadow. It's just kind of this like mostly within light. It's like a shadow, but it's mostly within light. It's not really It's not really shadow. And I'm throwing stuff here just to get some charcoal on the paper, really. It's throwing little thin, wispy lines here just to get some charcoal on the paper so I can use it. Go over here with my eraser. Okay, so it's not really taking as well as I thought it would, because this is not soft. This isn't the paper I normally that's good for charcoal. But I will go over this entirely, very lightly. I mean super light, guys, super light, with the side of my pencil, the broad side. Just need some stuff up there to get more info. I mean, the only way to show angles and things like that is for, you know, me to put some value on the paper. The side of the cheek that rolls up in there. I'm going to throw a little bit more, but I have to be really careful right here. You always risk the too much kind of thing. So now I'm going to see that there's already a lot of value here. I'm going to grab the eraser here, and I'm going to squish it into a point and try to pull out a highlight. See how easy that is? It does come out pretty easily with the eraser. There will be a limit, by the way, be careful. There'll be a limit of how much you can pull out of the, how much information you can pull out, you know? I want this highlight. Dang, I want this highlight to pop. It's kind of hard. Go up to the bridge of the nose here. Just kind of start toying with it. And I'm even going to throw, as I'm doing this, I'm throwing lines kind of in the direction. See that bulbousness of that nose? I didn't go over the pieces of the nose because I figured it's not, that's what other videos for. I'm going over charcoal specific things. If you guys need a basic drawing of the nose, I'm going to put that in the, I'll put that in the links below. I'll put the video about how, like, the different parts of the nose. Going over here, just slowly bringing up that value because it's hard to just jump right in there. You know, slowly bringing stuff up, like what's soft, what's not. I'm going over here to the edge of the nostril, doing a little bit of darkness. Giving that a little bit of, see that cast shadow? It's like when the light is coming from above and casting a shadow down. The nose is casting a shadow on the upper lip. We're not going over lips, but that's what's going on. Darken this as well, this line of shadow here. Let's darken it a little bit more so it doesn't blend in too much. The stuff within the shadow has to be darker than the stuff up there. And I think that's about it for charcoal. For the nose, I mean. I'm going to create another video on the mouth, and then I'm going to go through all the features, like I said, and then we'll go over like a full-blown portrait. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys. If you guys have any questions, put them below and I'll answer them in the next video. Do yourself a favor. Please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be trying to upload, if I can, like 5 days a week. But yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Give me your thoughts, and I'll see you later. Oh, one last thing. I forgot to mention this. I am selling this. This is a series of my little sketches that I made. It's actually a small sketchbook that I kind of decided to you know, like show people, and I haven't shown anybody. There's like fan art. There's all kinds of cool things in this. There's 24 pages. I'm going to put a link to that below as well. Please check that out. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much, and I will talk to you next time.